Jot down a note, send it to us. We'd love to hear from you at CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Call Tim Connally with winning strategies now at 1-800-336-2225 or email talk@winningstrategies.net. Now, here's Tim Connally.
Well, and we're back live for our last segment of Pick of the Week, and it was such an interesting hour there, guys. I appreciate you being patient. It just amazing, ugly stuff going on out there. But speaking of ugly, Jan, given this environment, what is your pick this week?
Well, let me just give my scenario on the market quickly.
Yeah, please.
We had a top in mid-April, came in exactly as projected. Mid-April, sorry. Now I'm looking for another top here in early mid-June. As long as, listen to these numbers, the Dow 10,000 and the S&P 1070 hold, which were Tuesday's low, we still have a chance of rallying into mid-June, a little bit later. Use any rally into mid-June, later June, if it comes, to sell stock because we're going down into late July. It could get ugly. If we don't hold 10,000, the Dow, 1070 S&P, we won't even get a rally. So be very careful. I'm still looking for this rally. The selling is not that intense at the moment, Tim. So it looks like it might hold. They're going to try to rally it next week. Use any rallies to sell. There's only two stocks I like. Is that on this week's newsletter, you can give the link to it. CYD and HITK both are acting great. I recommended them this week, and anybody who looked at it is making money.
Okay. Mike, you're up.
Well, I like balance, and of course you can see balance by going to weeklymarketstrategies.net. By balance, I mean having equal value long and short. So on the short side, I want to be long the SDS, Sam, David, Sam, and the SDS calls, which is the triple inverse of the S&P. That's my protection. And then the stock I like is EOG. I like any company that drills in the Austin Chalk and the Eagle Ford Shale in southern Texas. These companies are going to really flourish as offshore drilling ban continues.
I think you're right, Mike. I think that the onshore land-based drilling is going to see a lot of new momentum. And then, of course, we'll see more in natural gas and hopefully nuclear.
And natural gas is now broken out on the upside a little bit. So it's not a drag on the market. The charts look better with the natural gas.
And EOG, I think that was your recommendation last week. How did it do in the last week with all this turmoil?
It's trading around 110, and it's been as low. The 200-day moving average is 92.5, and it's making a kind of a very nice base pattern here during the turmoil, during this bad market.
Pretty amazing. Well, as I said in the last hour, and it's still my pick this week, this hour, I took a position in Hecla this week. And I think I said I did 2,000 shares. I did not. I did 1,000 shares in the form of a put, sold a put at, I think it was at $4. I like Hecla a lot. It's well run by Phil Baker. He has gone through good markets and bad markets and mediocre markets and is a survivor. So he's one that we always like, and it's a stock worth supporting, and have made money on it over the years. So that's mine this week. And the rest of it, I think that the recommendations Brian Perry had for those of you that are looking for income stocks, Jan Vandersandy and I for years have played these stocks, right, Jan? The royalty trusts and you know, Brian was mentioning that it's this year that the Canadian trusts all have to restructure, or the tax withholding goes up to 35%. Yep. So there's a lot of that needs to be fixed right now.
Well, Brian Perry mentioned the JNK, the Barclays run high yield bond index.
Yes, I think he said that was yielding 9% or so.
Almost 10%, 10 point, a little over 10.
Okay, well that's it for this week on Winning Strategies. Dr. Jan Vandersandy, Mike King, and of course our guests earlier, Don Clark, Wes Christian, and in the last hour, of course, we had Brian Perry, and we'll be back next week on Winning Strategies.